Well, hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the It's and Queens podcast that is covering events in the first week in March.
Oh, feels like yesterday was New Year's.
We've gotten out of February, at least in terms of the calendar. We've
That's
gotten
right.
out of February, which is of course the most difficult month, and now we're heading into March. We have a special guest coming on.
That's right.
I'm Rob Mackay from the Queens Tourism Council,
That's
as
also
always.
correct, yeah.
And this is Chris Donovan, the biggest Queens booster around.
I try.
Chris, do you want to make a phone call?
I do.
We have the Purple Xperience, which is supposed to be the best Prince cover band ever. Tribute band, not cover band, tribute band ever, is coming to the Kupferberg Center of the Arts this Saturday. That's March 2nd at 8 o'clock. In fact, we are live from the Kupferberg Center of the Arts right now. This is the Colden Auditorium's lobby. And the lead singer for the group, whose name is Marshall Charloff, is waiting by to talk to us a little bit about the show tonight. Have you already called him? Or
I'm going to call him right now.
Okay,
so
please
stand by.
Stand by. So this is actually it's kind of exciting because this group, they look exactly like the members of Prince. This guy, Marshall Charloff, looks exactly like Prince. Marshall?
I know you ain't talking about me. Yeah.
Hey, buddy. This is Chris and Rob Mackay from the It's and Queens podcast. How are you, sir?
Hi, guys.
How are you, Marshall? Welcome to the It's and Queens podcast. And thank you so much for coming to Queens, bringing your act to Queens.
The Prince coming to Queens. I think there's some marketing play there.
Right,
Absolutely.
Prince coming to Queens. It's royalty. It's all about the royalty here. Where are you right now as we talk to you?
Say it again.
Where are you now as we talk to you? Are you?
I am in Austin. I'm in Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we got out of Minneapolis for this entire winter.
Oh, really?
Smart move.
For those of you who don't know, for those of you who don't know, Marshall is actually from Minnesota. He grew up in the shadows of Paisley Park, where Prince had his recording studio. Is that correct, Marshall?
It is. Yeah, I met Prince when I was 18, but yeah, I grew up in Minneapolis and was around the whole scene and aspiring musician and getting into the same circles with Prince and those that Prince touched. I was in a band with Prince's cousin, and a lot of things just kind of, I don't know, you know how it is where people are just put in your path, and then that opens the door, and then things kind of snowball. So, yeah.
It was like 6 degrees of separation from Prince and just about every musician in Minneapolis. Is that how it goes?
Probably, yeah. So tell us a little bit about the Purple Xperience. I know it's spelled with an X, not an E on the last word. How long have you been around?
2011. Cool thing about the name, since you mentioned the spelling of it, is that, and we really don't exploit this. As a matter of fact, we really under promote the fact that the word Prince is in our name, which is crazy. If you look at the word experience, Prince is right in there.
That's right.
In order. And so
Wow.
in the X, well, I started the band with X, Prince's keyboard player, Dr. Fink, who was with him from the beginning with the Revolution, and he and I put the band together, and it was just all the stars aligned when the name came to me, and I said X Prince. It's an experience, but it's an X-Prince.
That's right.
And when we put it together, and at the time, although Matt and I agreed it was a really cool name, we didn't want to upset Prince. So Matt's like, let's not do that. Let's just, you and I know that it says Prince in our name, but let's leave it alone. So to this day, it's there, but I guess I'm talking about it now, but I don't.
But it's the Purple Xperience. So Dr. Fink, the keyboardist from the original Prince, is in your band.
No. He started the band with me, and he was he did the band with me for about 6 years.
Okay.
And he's not presently in the lineup because he is still he reunited with the Revolution. They began touring probably been a couple years now that they've been on tour.
Okay.
So he is on hiatus from Purple Xperience to rejoin with his former bandmates. So,
okay.
Fair enough.
Tell us about the show this Saturday night, without giving away any secrets. I know that both Chris, who's to my left, has bought tickets, and I plan on being here with my daughter. So what will the audience get to see this Saturday?
I'm bringing a party with me. We got a couple.
You're
people.
bringing a bunch of
because
people?
listen. I think I speak for a lot of people. We're a little Prince starved, right? We lost him a couple years back, and he's a genius, a musical genius.
He was a musical genius.
I mean, one of the best performers you've ever seen or been around. So I'm excited for this, and I have seen some of your videos, and we're looking forward to it. But give us an idea of what we're going to see on Saturday.
Well, I think it's cool that you're bringing your daughter, because it is the kind of show where you can bring your daughter, and not all the Prince shows were appropriate.
Good
but
point.
Ours is.
Right.
It really is truly a celebration, and it what is on display, like you say, is the musicianship, the energy and the spirit of Prince, which is just the highest level of execution on all the instruments and the look and the costumes the energy and the crowd involvement. And I think it's really cool that you're bringing your daughter.
And so
we don't do anything that's overly suggestive or
that's
that
good.
crosses the line.
That's
beyond
good. That's good.
Beyond the PG.
She probably knows better than. Are you wearing a Prince-like outfit with a lot of the color purple?
I was just going to represent Texas, show up in a cowboy hat.
Okay, that's good. Prince would have done that.
Oh no, of course.
Was
I'll be doing the signature looks. Like I said, it's really in the spirit of a Prince, and part of what he delivered was an iconic look, and trendsetter in that respect. All the outfits are obviously custom. It's not like you're going to off the rack.
No, you can't get these at Macy's. I don't think, right?
Can't find those. Yeah, no purple coats hanging out anywhere. But anyway, it's all custom made for me, which means they're in the spirit of, and I keep saying that because they're not exact replicas.
Sure.
Nor are my interpretations of the songs, nor are my playing style or singing style. It's definitely in the spirit of Prince.
Well, that was my question. He was, obviously a musical genius who had a command of, several instruments. He could play guitar, he could play piano. He was a funky bass player. I think I saw him on drums a couple of times. So, are you yourself a multi-instrumentalist?
I am. I am.
That's powerful.
And you know what? He inspired that back when I was probably 15 years old, and I was looking into all this, and then I got turned on to Prince, and when it was revealed to me, hey, that's one guy, because as you guys know, most of the albums he played all the instruments, and definitely the earlier albums he played all the instruments.
Sure. I think he
has. And when I learned that, it became possible. I went, oh. And then as a composer, you want to hear, rather than go find a bass player, go find a guitar player or a piano player, you just have a need to get it out of your brain and get it on tape, and that's where I was coming from. So I learned all the instruments in the same way, but it was 100%. Prince was my inspiration for being a multi-instrument.
I think Prince taught himself a lot of the instruments too.
That's what I
So
understood.
Can you let us know any of the songs you plan to play this Saturday?
Oh, I bet you if you had to guess, you'd do pretty good.
Are you going to walk in through the outdoor?
Walk in the outdoor. We have a really good time, and there's a little bit in there for some of the fans that are going to go a little bit deeper.
Yeah, the deep cuts. We want those too.
There's some deep cuts because the folks that have been with them from the beginning and have all the albums, they have an appetite to go a little bit, more nutrition than just the dessert we're going to sprinkle on top with 1999 Purple Rain, Let's Go Crazy, Kiss, Raspberry, all that stuff's going to be there.
Yeah.
Then we go a little bit deeper, and then there's a segment where it's just myself on the piano, which is actually one of my favorite segments of the show. The band takes a little break, leaves the stage, and it's just me and the audience. And that's an opportunity for me to try out different Prince material based on the audience's appetite
the
for going
reaction
deeper. And I
all
can kind of test them and find out, oh, nope, we're going to have to go back to the hits. You guys can't hang it.
Well, I can tell you,
but that's the part of the show where it's not written.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Maybe we'll have to yell out like a request then.
Well, I was going to say the people I'm bringing are Prince-ophiles, so they'll enjoy the deep stuff. So yeah,
I imagine that also there's a great video or light show that goes on too, probably, right? Or
nope, there's no video.
Oh, really? There's
light shows for sure.
Light show? There's no light show?
Well, yeah, of course.
Stage lighting.
We have our own LD who travels with us, so they're lighting cues.
Oh, okay.
That's part of misdirection. Part of really that's our only production is it helps with the misdirection where Prince would be playing piano. But you'd never see him when he switched to center mic and playing guitar. You didn't see that little segment where he traveled.
Yeah. Right.
He just all of a sudden was in the middle, or he all of a sudden appeared wearing a different shirt than he was wearing 10 seconds ago. And all that misdirection stuff that he brought, that is with lighting cues. So yeah, we do bring our own lighting director.
Okay,
still the best halftime show.
Was, the best halftime show at the Super Bowl.
That was the best.
So you don't know this, but I actually run the Queens Tourism Council, and it's Queens Tourism Council night that night. So I'm going to be here selling T-shirts and some other Queens paraphernalia. I'd like to give you a free It's in Queens T-shirt. What size are you?
What do you think? Extra large.
I'm 6'1", and I think I am extra large.
Yeah, okay. No, but I mean, obviously,
but if you're
I'm an
Prince,
extra large because I play the Prince character. So
okay. Prince was 5'6", wasn't he?
5'6", so with heels, maybe.
With heels.
All right. Good day.
So this is very exciting.
Yeah, we're all looking forward to this.
We're very much looking forward to welcome you here. Anything else you want to say?
Guys, just I appreciate the exposure and getting the word out there. We were there last year. We had a really good time. Bring some comfortable shoes because
people are going to dance in the aisles.
Not really out. You ain't going to be sitting there just taking it in comfortable. I mean, people are on their feet, so just be prepared for a good time.
Okay.
There was a saying back in the day where for concerts, you're going to pay for your whole seat, but you're only going to need the edge.
I like that.
That's right.
I might have to use that one.
Yeah, that's for you to use. Feel free.
Anyway, Marshall Charloff from the Purple Xperience, who's going to be here at Kupferberg on March 2nd, starting at 8 o'clock. Thank you very much for talking to us, and we can't wait to see you in a couple days.
Looking forward to it,
Thanks,
Marshall. Thanks, buddy.
Likewise.
Thanks.
All right. Talk to you soon.
All right. Well, that's always kind of exciting.
That was cool.
It is, in fact, going to be a special show, and I'm going to be right where we are right now, selling T-shirts. Do this? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to be right here, going like this, and we'll be selling It's in Queens T-shirts and posters and other things.
So I think what we have here is a very special occasion.
I feel like
you
it's
can
special.
see Marshall, and that's great, and that's something on itself. But to see both hosts of the It's in Queens podcast in the same spot.
That's right.
On the same night.
It only happens.
How often does that happen?
Exactly.
We have to spread ourselves out. We can cover the borough. It's rare that we.
Right.
Listen, I hope nothing goes wrong because what's going to happen to the legacy of the It's in Queens podcast?
When the president gives his State of the Union address, they have the vice president hiding
in a bunker. Yeah.
Good point. Right? Is it the Congress? Well, anyway.
Yeah, who cares?
So that's a really special night. And
it's going to be great.
Really happy. There's some other great stuff going on.
There is. It's not the only thing going on.
The other thing that I think should be high on the list is the happens the night before on March 1st.
Great.
And it's the 12th annual Panorama Challenge.
This is the trivia contest.
This is a New York City trivia competition for experts. You can have as many of 10 on a team, and all of these people who are New York City geeks compete. It takes place at the Panorama.
in Queens Museum?
At the Queens Museum. And a bunch of tour guides, for example, the Levi's Unique New York.
Yes.
And a bunch of other people who are experts on New York.
What about our buddy who does the walking tour?
Joe, so that's the funny thing. Well, the funny thing about that is that people come from all over New York,
right?
And they're all experts. And this is like history, geography.
Is it
everything
New York
like
City
that.
or
it's
Queens?
All New York City.
Oh, it's all New York City. So
you got
it's
people
not
that
borough
know.
specific.
No.
You got
right.
Yeah, I would definitely get stumped by a Staten Island question.
So right, but these people know everything. And the exciting thing is that this is the 12th annual. Last year, Joe DiStefano, who was a very good friend of this podcast,
and a friend
he's been
of the
on
QTC.
The show. Yes, a friend of the Queens Tourism Council, and a guy who gives food tours of Flushing.
That's right.
And wrote a book, 111 Places You Cannot Miss in Queens.
Yeah, right.
He won last year. His team won.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Good for him.
So
he's going to go back and defend his title, you think?
He's going to, yeah. And I want to get a team going.
You
10
should.
people.
You're very knowledgeable. I
don't know anything about
Get
Manhattan,
4
though.
people. I was going to say,
yeah,
get
Queens
covered. I think you even have a lot of Brooklyn covered.
Yeah, I could do some in Brooklyn, yeah.
But, you need a Staten Island, Manhattan, and a Bronx guy.
Yeah. So anyway, that's on Friday night, and there's also other stuff going on. There's they're selling food and stuff, and you're at the Queens
it's
Museum.
A cool night.
So it's a cool night. Yeah,
it's a night at the museum.
It's a night at the museum. We also have a world famous psychic.
Oh, I
bet
she knew she was going to be here, or was it a he?
Well, her name is Kim Russo.
Oh,
she goes her name. She goes by the slogan, "The Happy Medium."
Ooh.
Now, apparently, ever since she was a kid, she would feel spirits and
I
talk
bet she
to
knows
spirits.
we're talking about her right now.
Spirits would follow her home while she was walking on home from school and stuff like that. Spirits would appear in her bedroom.
Wow.
She's written a bunch of books.
Okay.
She is an expert. She helps people talk to dead relatives and stuff like that. She is also known as sort of like the psychic to the stars.
Ah.
She's helped people like Chaz Palminteri and Regis Philbin. And what's the name of the guy who's on Breaking Bad?
Bryan Cranston.
Giancarlo something. Well, anyway.
Oh, Giancarlo Esposito. Yes.
Yeah. So she's known to help a lot of stars with her. She's a very highly respected medium. She will be at the showroom at the Queensboro Performing Arts Center.
QPAC.
Yep.
A couple of miles away from here.
A couple of miles, just up that way, on March 2nd.
Right.
Again, she will be. You go up. It's a small kind of intimate arena, venue. And she'll be able to tell you all about the spirit world. So,
I like it.
Yeah. So it's a little. The other interesting thing that I consider highly interesting is something that's coming back by popular demand, and that is salsa brunch.
Oh yeah, bring it.
You like brunch?
Love brunch.
Do you like salsa?
Can you tell that by looking about everything about me?
Do you like salsa?
I do. I like the condiment and the music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so there are a couple of people who have used to organize something called salsa brunch.
Okay.
Cesar is the guy's name. And they're bringing it back. And this is a 5-hour event where you have brunch, where the food
5 hour.
The food is good,
Uh-huh.
and the portions are large.
Oh, hey now.
Alcohol, DJ, and they dance. And this is actually taking place at the Hukila Kitchen and Bar in Long Island City on March 3rd.
Okay.
Which is Sunday. But it's noon to 5.
Traditional brunch day.
Yep. Your traditional brunch day. And I've never been, but I've seen pictures. He showed me all the pictures of people, and people are just dancing and going crazy, having fun.
You know what I did 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Is jazz brunch at Bourbon Street. And the jazz band was curated by the folks at the Kupferberg Center at Queens
really?
College. Yep.
What was the name of the band?
I don't remember because I was drinking Bloody Marys.
So you were drinking Bloody Marys?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And
how was it?
The Bloody Marys or the band?
The whole event.
Everything top notch.
Really?
Fantastic. Yeah.
Okay.
No, really good.
How many Bloody Marys did you have?
As many as I could.
You lost the count?
Love me some Bloody Marys.
All right. Mm-hmm. We also have, do you like waffles? While we're on the subject of food, do you like waffles?
I don't think you're going to come up with a food that I don't like. Yes, I do love waffles, of course.
All right. Well, do you want to know about the history of waffles?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you want to go to the King Manor Museum, which of course is in Jamaica, it's a historic house where the
Jamaica,
King
Queens.
family used to live in Jamaica,
right.
Queens.
Yep.
They're doing a lecture and workshop on the waffle.
I hope the workshop includes some eating.
And these will be 19th century waffles.
Ooh.
You'll learn what they used to eat for brunch back when the King family lived in King Manor on the
Nice.
farm. So you'll be learning about 19th century brunch, and then you'll be making the 19th century version of waffles and eating them.
I like it.
Very nice.
That's cool.
You know, the Belgian waffle didn't come to the United States until the Queens
World's
Fair in Queens, when a bunch of
That's
Belgians came. They put the strawberries and the whipped cream. They don't have that in Belgium, but they thought that someone told them that Americans like things big and stuff. So anyway, these will probably not have strawberries and whipped cream.
Yeah, that's all right.
19th century, yeah. We also have the St. Pat's for All parade.
Right, and we were the first ones to have a St. Pat's for All parade, trumping the Manhattan
Things
parade.
have changed, but originally, gay people could not march as members of gay groups in the St. Patrick's Day parade in Manhattan. So we started, well, I didn't. People started one in Sunnyside, Queens.
Had a large Irish population, and they felt, displaced by.
Right. And this is now the 20th anniversary of the St. Pat's.
Is it 20 years already?
And gay groups can openly mark it. Yeah.
I remember this was a very big story the first year it happened.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And now, it's not just LGBT groups.
No. It's a St. Patrick's Day parade.
Marching bands. There's Irish bands.
Yeah, they just include everybody. There's no.
And they start on 43rd Street in Skillman in Sunnyside, and they march out to Woodside.
Yep.
And then at about 58th Street in Woodside, they call it a day.
Yep.
So it's a lot of fun. I go every year because it actually walks literally by my house.
That's hard to miss.
Yeah, you see a lot of people, and it's funny because it's March. It's March 3rd this year. It's always the first Sunday in March. And sometimes it's warm and hot out. Sometimes it snows. Sometimes you get so we'll see what happens.
Same thing for regular St. Patrick's
Day. Yeah, the time of year.
I worked on a bar for many, many years, and we'd have people in T-shirts one time, and then winter jackets.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens this time. I mean,
it's a mixed bag.
It's a mixed bag. Yeah, I remember once being there and just being too hot and being like, wow.
Yeah.
But anyway, if I remember correctly, last year there was a sleet coming down. But all right, we also have a Mexican-American dance troupe at Queens Theater. They're doing a show that blends Mexican folklore dance, contemporary and classical ballet, and West African dance.
All right.
That is on March 2nd.
Yep.
I thought that was worthy of note.
Absolutely.
And the play Lost in Yonkers.
Oh, Neil Simon. Love that one.
You know that?
Yeah.
Neil Simon was a Brooklyn guy, not a Queens guy.
That's okay.
Right? Yeah. So they're splashing all around. They got a Brooklyn guy writing about Yonkers.
Right, in Beach Memoirs, right. That was the original one.
That was the Brooklyn one.
Yeah, that was Brooklyn.
Anyway, he's a playwright. There is a community theater troupe that not many people have heard of. Have you ever heard of Theater by the Bay? It's in Bayside.
Okay. Well, makes sense.
It is a theater troupe that has they specialize in having local actors, but also people who have disabilities.
Oh, okay.
So they might have actors with wheelchairs and stuff like that. It's a nice little troupe. They've been around for a long time. They're starting a 3-week show of Lost in Yonkers. It starts on March 2nd with shows on March 2nd and 3rd, which is Saturday and Sunday, then the next Saturday and Sunday, then the next Saturday and Sunday.
I think the movie version had Mercedes Rule as the slow character. There's a character's a little bit slow on the upkeep, maybe.
I think the play is about a woman who's in her 30s, and she is, I don't know what she is. Neil Simon wrote this play 2 generations ago. But she lives at home with her mother.
Yes.
And
she wasn't all like.
she's not all there.
Right.
And then
the other,
I believe that her brother, who's a no good guy, drops off his 2 kids.
Played by Richard Dreyfuss, I believe, in the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
he drops off the 2 kids and then leaves.
Fails.
And so then they're
Ma, watch the kids.
So that's starting and coming on in the next couple of weeks. We also have 4 from Flushing Town Hall. Flushing Town Hall,
just
as we've mentioned
programming
before,
for days,
they're
right?
doing, I believe, 75 shows in 6 months, which is insane.
Yeah.
But they have 4 coming up this week.
Let's
they
hear
have
it.
They have a Korean percussion group.
Okay.
They do. It says percussion dialogues, haunting shamanic chants, and entrancing acrobatic dances.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
That's some talent.
Yeah, that's Friday.
Right.
Saturday, there's Mwanso and the Shakes, which is a basically a group that combines African and African American music.
Nice.
Great dance music. They actually have a workshop, a shake workshop, a groove workshop before the concert. And then something that I think I'm definitely going to go to as well. I'm going to have a big Queens weekend.
You have a lot of going on this weekend, yeah.
It's called Inside Chamber Music with Bruce Adolph. Now, Bruce Adolph is he's a radio personality, and he's a composer. He's a classical music guy.
Okay.
He's going to have a group there from the Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center, and he's going to be lecturing on some classical music, and they're going to play the classical music, and he's going to explain it and stuff like that. That's what I need.
Yeah,
I need to learn more about classical music, and this is equivalent to the music class they had in college that people called clapping for credit, like Music 101, the intro to music. But I really need this because I would love to learn about this. Oh, it's a string quartet actually that I'll be playing.
Nice.
So that's cool, and then that's Sunday, and then you get 2 days off, and then Wednesday, Forest Flushing Town Hall comes back with its monthly jazz jam. You know, they have basically jazz musicians just come together, they gather, and they play. And you can come if you want to play, and you can come if you just want to listen.
That's
and
cool.
It's led by Carol Soothalter, who is an Astoria woman, and she's a saxophone player, and she does jazz, big band, all that other kind of stuff.
Nice.
So we have a really jam-packed week.
Absolutely.
Remember, get excited for the Purple Xperience.
Yeah, we want to see you here.
And if you know anything about New York City, history, geography, et cetera, politics, give me a call because I can have 10 people on my team for the Panorama Challenge.
No kidding, that's a big team.
Yeah, and I can't win it alone because they're gonna have some. They're
no
gonna have
man
some
is an
serious
island,
experts,
Robert.
right? Yeah. Anything I'm missing, Mr.
You know, I
Chris
know that
Donovan?
the St. Pat's for All also is supported by the local Sunnyside Coalition of Bars and Restaurants.
Yes.
And they're going to have lots of live music that day.
Right.
So make sure you check them out. I mean, there's nothing. Again, I've only been to Ireland once, but the best thing was to go to a bar that you didn't know.
Music.
And the music, live music at almost every bar, just even if it was a guy in a corner just like playing a guitar, the music was incredible, and it really connects you to the spirit of the day. So
I should have known about that because I live there and I know some of those bar owners.
You do?
They do. This is it's a good day for them.
They do it like
It's a very good day
it's
for
an
them.
actual coalition of bar owners who
because
kind of
Skillman has a
work
whole
together,
bunch of bars. Yeah,
right?
It's called the Sunnyside Project or something like
Sunnyside,
that.
Sunnyside Coalition. Whatever.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, there's going to be live music, and they kind of like stagger it, so you can kind of catch 4 or 5 different performances that day if you're on your P's and Q's.
If you're on your P's and Q's. All right, very, very exciting.
Good stuff.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much for consuming this podcast.
That's right, and
which
don't
is
forget,
what you do nowadays.
Don't forget, we have a very special event coming up in first week in May.
First week in May. What happens then?
We have a taste
Queen's
of
taste?
Queens. Yeah, Queen's Taste.
With about 50 different tables, people giving away samples of their food.
These are all the rumors.
At
Can
the
you
New York
confirm
Hall
or
of
deny them?
Science. I think I'll definitely be on that.
Right.
All right. Well, anyway, thank you all, and keep it in Queens this weekend. All right, this weekend more than any.